The American Marketing Association celebrates brilliance in marketing. That's why we're at Matrixx Initiatives to talk to the marketing minds behind Zicam, the homeopathic remedy that shortens the duration of colds. Since its invention in the 1990s, Zicam has been giving people better ways to feel better. But the company always struggled with better ways to reach its consumers.
We bought media in what I would call the traditional way, the way I've always been trained to buy it, honestly, which is in the upfront marketplace over the course of the summer in negotiations with the networks. You buy shows and you're on at whatever time that you've bought. Well, Zicam is a highly seasonal brand, so we have to advertise during cold season. But what we really don't know is how intense the season will be, when it's going to come on, how many people will be sick. So when we buy during the upfront in July and August, then we're stuck with inventory that we may or may not use. We're stuck with certain weeks of TV that it might line up with the cold season, or it might be a total miss. For Zicam, we are owned by a private equity firm, and so there's even more attention to our financial management and really tight financial metrics. We need to prove out that every dollar we spend in marketing is really worth it and returns to the top line in the form of sales. So it's very important to us that we make sure that we're very tight with the budget, that we stay flexible so that we can meet the needs of the season, and that we stay accountable and we're able to prove out that our spending delivers top line. We partnered with a firm called Simulmedia, and Simulmedia uses big data and matched their big data to our intense understanding of the consumer based on our market research, and they were able to go out and identify shows in small bits so that we built up audiences and we advertised to audiences as opposed to placing a bet on a given network show on a time of the week, a day of the week. We built up an audience across 54 or so cable channels so that we were able to precisely target in a very effective way and efficient way, and also they brought along the component of flexibility.
I mean, the key for us is getting more than we spend, right? So we're trying to drive sales. Everything that we do on a media planning and strategy side is how do we increase Zicam sales. So using Simulmedia, bringing their data to basically to this fight, if you will, then we're able to get better business outcomes.
So I like to say that we buy our TV like we buy internet, and that allows us to get very effective because we're going exactly to the consumers who would be most responsive to our message. We know that our message works because we've tested it, so we're effective, we're efficient, and then at the end of it we're able to demonstrate and measure that it pays off for the brand. We're able to marry up ad exposure to eventual purchase and demonstrate that our advertising returns $1.50 in profit for every dollar we spend in advertising. Not $1.50 in sales, but $1.50 in profit.
In the first year of the campaign, the category was down 15%, but Zicam was up 10%. Now that's brilliance in marketing.